Namaste, my friends, and welcome to Monday Morning Meditation. My name is Kathleen Osmond. Today we're going to try a body scan meditation, which is why you see me seated in a different position than you normally do. Buddha is still with us, our happy Buddha, but I'm in my chair as opposed to my typical spot on the floor. I'm suggesting for you to get comfortably seated or even perhaps lie down today. A blanket is always a good thing. I got my socks on today and my comfy sweatshirt in order so that I can stay warm enough to spend my time sensing those things that I'm hoping to look at today as we scan the body from the toes to the head. If I'm feeling cold or at all uncomfortable, it might be a little bit more challenging to do so. So let's find ourselves seated comfortably, dressed for success, with our comfortable clothes, avoiding the distraction of the uncomfortable, perhaps in a place that's away from the hub of your home, where there are distractions of possibly children, parents, pets, the phone, anything that could distract you from our chosen meditation today. And once you're in that spot, let's find a comfy seat or a comfy spot on the floor. Grab your blanket, cover up, sweatshirt, socks, the whole shebang. And let's move into our body scan meditation. This is actually the first time I'm actually going to suggest that we lie down. What? I know. Typically it means that we fall asleep. Not typically, but for a lot of us it means we fall asleep. But today, we're going to give it a shot. So if you're comfortable lying down, feel free to do so. I've chosen a comfy chair to sit in here today, that I can still have that support on my back and my head, so that I can concentrate on those areas that I need to concentrate on. Perhaps for you, lying on the ground is okay. Don't forget the blanket. Don't forget the sweatshirt. Be nice and warm. And let's close the eyes. We're going to take an opportunity today to use some of the skills that we've developed over our last 9 weeks together in our meditation practice. Our 5 senses specifically, and our breath. I came across this particular meditation over the weekend and thought it was a great opportunity to check out some of the things we've already learned. Body scanning is a practice where we place our attention in a specific place on our body for a period of time and explore how that feels. We're going to jump right in today. So find that comfy position, whether you choose to lie down this time or remain seated, and close the eyes. Let's move our attention to the breath. Gently breathing in and out. Maybe you're breathing in and out through your nose. Maybe you're breathing in nose and out mouth. Whatever feels most comfortable for you. Let's gently fill the abdomen with a slow breath, feeling it rise on the inhale, and then we soften the belly on the exhale. Now let's take a moment to notice the entire outline of our body. Perhaps the clothing on the skin, the pressure of the ground or the chair beneath you. Notice any tension in your shoulders, in your mouth or in your forehead, your jaw, throat, or other areas that maybe feel tight. Let's take a deep breath in there. Wherever that tightness is, bring it fresh energy, fresh prana, fresh breath. Grab onto that discomfort, onto that tension, and as you exhale, feel it being released with the out-breath. Now, let's remember, just before we begin, the most important rule and concept in meditation is that it is what it is. If you feel nothing, then that is what you feel, and don't judge about it. Don't be judgy. Don't be it is what it is. Okay? Allow yourself to accept that that's what it is, and we move on. You may find some parts that you feel, wow, so strong, so acute. Oh yes, I can feel that. And other parts you're like, I got nothing. And that's okay. It is what it is. So let's start by drawing our attention down to the toes and the feet. With the eyes closed, we gently move all of our attention and our consciousness down to the toes and the feet. Are your feet maybe itchy? Are they tingling? Are there any sensations you can notice with your socks? Or from your socks, I guess I should say. Maybe your feet feel sweaty. Maybe they feel chilly because there's no socks and they're in the bare air. Let's take a breath here, just feeling our feet. Remembering that no sensation is still a sensation, and it's not good or bad. If you can't feel your feet, or you can only barely feel your feet, that's okay. Continuing to breathe, maybe feeling one toe at a time, or maybe you're particularly drawn to a certain part of your feet, maybe the arches, maybe the top of the feet. Can you feel the socks or the free air in your slippers? Maybe you're in slippers or shoes. What do you feel in the tops of your feet in your shoes? Taking that last deep breath in, traveling it down to the feet, grabbing any tension in the feet or toes that might be there, and releasing it through the out-breath. Excellent. Now let's move to our ankles. Do you feel them straight? Are they straight, or are they leaning to the side? Can you feel any clothing or blanket, the floor, the edge of a chair against your ankles? Do they feel warm and cozy inside a blanket? Or maybe they can feel the chill of the air, or just the rush of the air, or the brush, I should say, of the air against your ankles. Let's take that deep breath in, that cleansing energy all the way down to both ankles. And as you exhale, it grabs onto any discomfort, any tension in the ankles, and releases it out through the out-breath. To the calves, scanning our awareness from our toes and our feet up into our calves. Noticing if you can feel the front or the back of your calves. Can you feel the back of your calves against the chair, against the ground? If you were to flex your feet, how does that feel in your calves, in the front and the back? Taking a gentle flex of the feet towards the calves and release. Maybe you can feel the clothing around the calves. Let's take that tension-releasing breath in through the nose, all the way down to the calf area. And on the exhale, taking any tension or discomfort out of the calves and out through the mouth. Nice. Now let's move on up to the knees, the kneecaps, the backs of the knees. Can you feel the floor of the back of the chair? Maybe you can feel your clothes on your knees. Can you move your kneecaps and feel them? Now again, if you don't feel anything, that's okay, no big deal. That is the feeling. Let's take that breath in, down to the knees, filling them with light and love, grabbing any tension or discomfort we may feel there and releasing it with the out breath. And we'll move to the quads, the thighs, the upper part of the legs. Can we feel where they're attached to the knees? Are they relaxed? How about your clothes? Can you feel them on your thighs? Can you feel the chair against your thighs? Or maybe the floor? Does your clothing feel smooth, scratchy, warm, or cool against your skin? Breathing that fresh energy, that light down into the thighs, grabbing up any discomfort that you may feel and feeling it leave on the exhale right up and out of the body. Good. Now let's move to the hips. One of the largest joints of the body, the proverbial junk drawer of the body, where we hold a lot of our emotions. You'll hear that stated a lot in a yogic practice. Our hips are where we hold all of our emotions. Can you feel your hips? Can you feel your clothing on your hips? There's a lot of tightness in our hips. The more we sit, the tighter our hips are and the less mobility we feel in the body. According to a 2021 study in Musculoskeletal Science and Practice in February of 2021, prolonged sitting is the main cause of limited hip extension and its associated pain and discomfort. If you're feeling any discomfort in your hips at all, kind of like me today, which is why we're sitting in the chair, so this is perfect for me. Deep breath in, sending love, healing light, energizing those hips, grabbing up any discomfort or stress that you may feel there and exhaling it with the breath. Let's try that again because the hips are a spot. Deep breath in. Imagining love and light going down to the hips, grabbing onto any discomfort you may feel there, and exhaling. Excellent. Now let's move on to the tush. Thinking about the butt for a moment. Can you feel where it touches the floor or your chair? Can you feel your clothes in between your tush and the chair or the floor? Maybe your tush is feeling numb after lying this long. Give it a little bit of a squeeze and release, helping to draw our attention and our energy there. And let's take that great cleansing breath, that loving light in through the nose and the mouth. Send it down to the tush. Grab on to any negative feelings or any negativity or discomfort there. Exhale through the mouth. Very good. Let's move on up to the belly and take our awareness into the belly. A perfect opportunity for a Buddha belly breath. He's got his little belly here. Let's do our belly breath. Inhaling deeply. Feeling chest and belly rise. Hold it for a moment. Feel the weight of the breath in the belly, the stretching of the belly. Nice. Exhale, gently soften the belly, feel the breath come out. Following the breath in and out, down through the nose, into the belly, then exhaling and softening the belly. Can you feel the back of your belly? The low back, let's move there now. Maybe your low back is touching a pillow on your chair. Maybe it's not touching anything at all if you're lying on the ground. How does that feel? Oftentimes, a lot of us feel discomfort in our low back. Let's take a moment to feel the muscles release. Let's send that loving white bright light down in through the nose and mouth, down to the low back, grasping onto any discomfort we may feel there and letting it go. And I'm going to say it again. If we feel nothing, that's what we feel, and that's quite alright, a-okay. Let's move into heart center. Let's gently bring our hands to heart center, feeling our heart protected by the ribs. Can you feel your heart beating through your ribs and your chest? Does it feel slow or maybe a bit quick? Can you feel it on the palm of your hand touching your chest? Do you feel relaxed here? Let's take that breath into the heart. Deep breath in. Feel it come to the heart, surround the heart with love and light. Slowly relaxing the breath as we feel the chest relax. Taking that moment, releasing any discomfort we feel there with the out breath. Nice. Letting the hands fall back down. Let's move to the upper back and the shoulder blades. Can you feel them on the floor or on the back of the chair? Do they feel the same comfort that we feel in the rest of our body? Let's move the shoulder blades and adjust to see how they feel against the back of the chair or the floor. Find that comfy spot. And let's take a mindful breath there. In through the nose or mouth, into the upper back and shoulder blades, sending healing, loving energy there. Grabbing on to anything that feels just like it's discomfort or unhappiness or negativity. Exhaling that out with the out breath. Now when we breathe in, do we feel that relaxed, comfy feeling in the shoulder blades? I hope so. Now let's take a big mental jump down to the hands. Are you feeling each one of your hands on the floor, on the lap, or on the side of your chair? Are your palms facing up or down? What do you feel against your palms or the backs of your hands? Let's take a moment to identify each finger. The pinky, the ring finger, the middle finger, index finger, and thumb. And let's take that great, wonderful white light breath in through the mouth and down to the hands and fingers. Grabbing onto any discomfort, any pain, any negativity we might hold there, and releasing it with the out breath. Excellent work. Moving to the arms now. Let's start with the forearms below the elbows. Can we feel where the hands connect to the wrists and then they turn and connect to the forearms? Perhaps you can specifically feel your forearms. Maybe you can feel the clothing on the arms. If you twist your hands and wrists, I'm sure you can feel it in your forearms. Let's send that loving breath in through the nose, down to the forearms. Grabbing on to any discomfort or pain we may feel there, tension, and exhaling with the out breath. Now let's move to the elbows and the top of the forearms. Can you feel your elbows on the floor, perhaps resting on a chair? Perhaps they're in the air if your hands are resting on the lap. How do they feel? If you have short sleeves, can you feel the air in the room drifting across the elbows? If you're wearing a sweater, perhaps you can feel the elbows against the sleeves of your sweater. Perhaps you don't feel them at all, and that's fine, fine, fine. Let's take that breath into elbows, sending that loving white light down to both of our elbows, grasping any tension or discomfort we may feel there and releasing with the out-breath. And now we find ourselves at the upper arms and the biceps. Let's take a moment to set our feelings there, set our attention there. Perhaps they feel relaxed. Perhaps we feel our clothes or the air or the ground or the chair or nothing. Whatever it is, let's take a moment to feel it. And then we'll send that wonderful light, white, bright energy in through the nose and mouth, down to the upper arms, grasping onto any discomfort or pain we may feel there, and exhale it out through the mouth. Now we'll move to the shoulders and the neck. Can you feel the shoulders against the chair or the floor? Perhaps if you're like most of us, you feel a little bit of tension in your shoulders. Maybe not, that's okay too. Take that moment to intentionally relax. Feel them relax into the chair or into the floor. Feel them settle. Now let's send breath here. Deep breath in, intentionally sending fresh cleaning energy to the shoulders and below the neck. Feel the shoulders relax. And as we exhale, taking any of that tension up through the throat, past the shoulders first, of course, and then up through the throat and out the mouth. Very good. And now we're at the neck. Can you feel the air in the room on the back of your neck? Does it feel cool or warm? Perhaps you're a sweatshirt person with your hood up. You can do that. Put the hood up and it feels nice and warm around the back of the neck. Can you feel the collar of your shirt or the hood of your sweatshirt against your neck? Let's take a moment to swallow. How does that feel in your neck or in your throat? Can you feel it in the front or the back of your neck? Let's take that deep, wonderful, bright light breath down into the neck. Imagine it circulating there, sending loving, healing energy to the neck and the throat. Also awesome if we have a sore throat, it is flu season. Exhale, releasing any discomfort or pain from that area. Out with the breath. Now let's move to the head. Take a moment with your eyes closed. Turn your head gently to the right, back through center and gently to the left. Whether you're sitting on a chair or lying on the floor, just to feel the sensation of the support beneath your head as you slowly twist your head from side to side. Excellent. Coming back to center, let's bring the hands up to the cheekbones just below the eye sockets. Gentle circles with the fingers. Little bit of pressure to the cheeks. Gentle breaths in and out. Moving the hands now to the nose. Give it a little bit of a rub. And up between the eyes to the top of the forehead. Spread the fingers, maybe. Gentle circles. Down to the temples. Gently rubbing in a circular motion at the temples. Maybe bringing the hands to the eyelids. A little bit of a rub there. Gently breathing in and out. Let's move to the ears. A little bit of a massage of each one of your ears. Gently pressing down around the outside edges of the ears. Maybe the insides. And then moving our fingers down to the chin. A little bit of a rub there. Down and around the mouth. And move move the hands down behind the neck to the lower part of the head. Here we're going to spread our fingers out wide. Off comes my hood. And we're going to give the head a little bit of a rub. Or if you're like me and a big lover of head scratches, take a few moments to give your head a little bit of a rub all around the top, the sides, down to where it attaches to the neck. I'm already getting the shivers because I always love a good head scratch. Excellent job. Now bringing the hands back to cover the face. Deep breath in. Holding it there, feeling the loving, healing energy all around your face and the top of your head. Exhale, releasing any pain or discomfort. Nice job. Now let's just lie back, whether we're seated in chair or on the floor, hands in the most comfortable position. Feel the body supported by the chair or the earth. 3 deep breaths in and out. Feeling that wonderful white warm light circulating all through the body now that we've relaxed every single part. Feeling comfortable, feeling relaxed. Following the rise and fall of the chest and belly on the inhale and exhale. Very good. Now we're going to slowly bring our awareness back into the room. Maybe you have some sounds just outside of your physical being. For me, I can hear a clock gently ticking in the back, the heating coming in through the vent, a heat coming on in the room. I can feel the heat coming up towards my feet. The sound of my fireplace, it's also on in the room. Feel what you can feel around you. Gently bringing your attention back into the room. And when we're ready, we're going to slowly either raise the head towards the chest, a little bit off the ground, or if I'm sitting as I am, a little bit off the chair, open the eyes, and we're back. Welcome back. We're now at about week 10 of our meditation practice, and we're technically still at the beginning of a new year. So I hope as one of your intentions for this new wonderful year, new opportunities abound. You're finding time each day to sit in a quiet place, maybe walk and breathe. Intentionally take that screen break. A lot of us working at home now on computers, we're spending way a lot more time on the screen. Take that break. I like to have a picture of my family close to me when I work on my computer, so every now and then I can divert my eyes and just look at what makes me happy instead of the work. Find an excuse to move your eyes away from the screen. I'm also doing some shorter yoga practices called Lunchtime Yoga, so if you find some time, just a half an hour in the space of a day, take the break, come join me for a half an hour. Refresh, reinvigorate the body so that you can refocus and get back to what you need to get done. Intentionally take 5 deep breaths when you feel that anxiety, that stress coming on. And find new ways to re-experience the chores that you have to do in a day. Use those 5 senses we learned earlier in an earlier class. It's kind of cool when you revisit washing the dishes, for example, how that feels on your hands, how each one of the dishes feel in your hands, the soap, the cloth, the scrub brush. How does it smell? How does your dish soap actually smell, right? So many of us buy dish soap with lemon scent or lavender scent, and do we actually even smell it? Or are we just wash the dishes, rinse them off, wash the dishes, rinse them off? Be present, be mindful. It makes for an awesome new experience. Now let's close our meditation practice today as I sit up, bringing those palms together at heart center, filling the lungs with fresh energy, fresh prana. Deep breath in. Exhale and relax. Namaste, my friends. I offer you peace. I offer you love. I offer you friendship. I see your beauty. I hear your need. I feel your feelings. My wisdom flows from the highest source, and I salute that source in you. Let's work together for unity and love. Mahatma Gandhi. Have a wonderful week, my friends, and I hope to see you next Monday for another Monday morning meditation. My name is Kathleen Osmond.